All right, Monday Night Football recap. Tampa Bay 24, Chiefs 30. This game went to overtime. Jer, what were your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, KC started out really slow, as they have in a few games here. And it was looking like Tampa Bay might have gathered themselves together and got that early season form that they had when they were throwing up 50 burgers. And but no, it was not to be had. They went into overtime and were looking good, but never seen the ball. Kansas City just marched down, and Kareem Hunt with the winning touchdown.
Yeah, there was that injury scare with Patrick Mahomes, right? And there was a lot of internet doctors out saying, he's
Gumby, so tough, right? And he does all this extra training that's like gives him extra flexibility and all this stuff. And like I watched the Netflix documentary with him, and even though like when he's hurt, he takes less time to recover than any other. Like he puts so much time and money into this stuff. Wentz ain't no pushover. I'm sure he could come in and manage the game with all the weapons that are around just fine. He didn't have to, but
for a second, I thought Tampa was gonna break the undefeated streak for Kansas City, but Andy Reid is now the second coach to start the season 8-0 twice. I think he did it with Philadelphia once, or I'm not sure if he did it with Kansas City, but 2 times now for big Andy Reid. And Kansas City's streak is alive, and Tampa, a tough loss, but they cover the spread. And, they put a scare into the champs.
Denver next week. It's a divisional game, and Denver's on the downswing. Watch. They somehow end up with a 3-point. I still want it to happen. I want to see a team go undefeated and win the Super Bowl again. Besides the 74 Dolphins, was it?
Anyways. Yeah, I think so. It was like a 14-game season or 16-game season back then, but they went undefeated with Mercury Morris and gang, the late Mercury Morris. But Kansas City, they just find a way always, whether they're down or whatever they're doing. Their defense didn't play the best today, but it's just like a steady recipe. And Mahomes doesn't put up flashy numbers, but you got Kelsey involved today, and Xavier Worthy looked okay as well. So
Hopkins, he's doing his thing, making people miss, and great addition.
He's
I don't think we'll see Juju too much anymore.
Yeah, I think Juju's hurt or something like that.
I don't think we'll see him anymore this year.
And then Hopkins is, he's reborn now, right? Because he looked lost there in Tennessee. Even like his last few games with, who was he with before that? I forgot. But you know what I mean. Yeah, before Tennessee, he was with another team, and he wasn't even the usual nuke, right? But he's reborn now, and the guy's got the surest hands out there. He never ever drops him, right? And he's a great route runner. He's not a speedster, obviously, but it's going to be interesting. Week 10's coming up right around the corner. So I guess 8 more weeks for Kansas City to go undefeated, 17-0. Do you bench your starters? Do you bench your starters if you're 16-0, or what do you do?
No, they're obviously going to go for it if they're undefeated. Why not try and match that Patriots undefeated regular season?
And but this would be like one extra.
Sorry?
Yeah, this would be a 17-0, and then hopefully a Super Bowl on top. But if any team can do it, it's going to be Kansas City because they've already beat Baltimore head-to-head, right? So that would be their number one challenge. And I don't know if they play Detroit on their schedule. I'll have to double-check that. But if they do, that would probably be the only team, I think, that could really scare them. And, let's see. Let's see. Any other final thoughts for you on this game? It was a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be. At the end of the first quarter, I thought it was a bit of a snooze fest, right? And then Baker showed up, and
there's been this trend. First halves have been, pretty low scoring. But on an unrelated note, I know it's early, but really thinking that the NFC North is going to have 3 teams in the playoffs. They're just chugging along. I know some teams are doing better than others, but I think Green Bay can find
AFC South only have one team.
Sorry?
Yeah. Well, the AFC South's only going to have one team in the playoffs.
Oh, definitely.
The AFC East is only AFC East will only have one team in the playoffs, right? So it's going to come to the AFC West of the Chargers, and
I'm talking about the NFC North.
Oh, NFC North. Okay, well, the NFC East, Eagles and Washington could make it. NFC West is wide open. NFC South, I think only one team will make it from the NFC South, right? Atlanta.
I can really see Green Bay and Minnesota getting those wild cards, and then Detroit winning the. We'll see.
I mean, it's going to come down to the NFC West, right? Because the Rams are charging right now, and the Cardinals are on a nice upswing.
Yeah.
And Seattle's taking a nosedive, right? And then it's up to the 49ers, right? So that division is way up in the air. NFC North is going to be really it's going to be the old black and blue NFC North. But let's wrap it up for our recap here on Monday Night Football. KC moves to 9-0, and Tampa covers the spread. We'll see everyone next time on S&S Pigskin Picks. Later, y'all.